Sunday evening, Glock hit 6. DC Wolf grabbed the mic, spit them Auburn tricks. War Eagle chant echo through the mix. On that YouTube channel, Golf Sports, get your fix. Huddle up, game day replays. Highlights on deck, watch some Tigers amaze. From the field to the court, stories that blaze. DC Wolf's got the scoop, so tune in, press play. Huddle up, game day replays. Highlights on deck, watch some Tigers amaze. From the field to the court, stories that blaze. DC Wolf's got the scoop, so tune in, press play. Auburn Addicts, every move, every play. DC Wolf got the news, best believe what he say. Sunday evening 6, catch the live display. War Eagle in the house, show him the way. Recaps and stats, breakdown so neat. From the fans in the stands to the players in cleats. Orange and blue, we never face defeat. Sunday night swag can't be beat. DC Wolf, he the GOAT, no debate. All the big plays, and on tape. From Tumor's Corner to Jordan Carrier Gate. Auburn reigns supreme, checkmate. Got the interviews, got the insider's view. When it's Sunday at 6, Wolves go come through. For the fans and the fam, it's a Bama coup. Smashing that subscribe, Wolf crew. Smashing that subscribe, Wolf crew.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in. I am DC Wolf, and I got my boy Nick Frazier from the Water Cooler Talk Podcast. This is Auburn Addicts, man. Y'all come on in, man. This is Auburn News Today. About to get it crunk, man. Nick, what's going on with you, man? What's going on, Nick?
Not much, man. Not much. Can't complain, man. I am here. Just keeping my head above the water. That's it. That's all I can do. Man. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
The man come with the ice cold voice every time, man.
Just chilling.
I'll be coming here screaming, Nick. Just keep my head above water.
We just chilling.
Yeah.
Just chilling. That's all we can do. We just be chilling. That's it. No
Oh
pussy.
my God, man.
Just
All right,
be
man.
easy.
What's up, folks? We coming in. What's up? We coming in hot. What's up, Jonathan Taylor? How am I supposed to get a quote? I don't know. What are you talking about, Nick?
Nah, that's what I'm telling you. JT gives a quote of the day every day now. And
Okay, that's what's up.
It's always based on what the show is about. So
Okay. There we go. Here's the quote of the day.
exactly.
Quote of the day, Nick. Don't believe everything you see on the internet just because you see a photograph and a quote next to it. Abe Lincoln?
Yep.
Abe Lincoln?
Pretty sure he said it. I'm pretty sure he said it. Shout out to JT, man. JT quotes of the day.
That is what you're hot, man. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. Hey, Auburn Dad for Life. He is on both channels. Appreciate you supporting both channels, man. We appreciate that, Auburn Dad for Life. You are that guy, man. Yo, War Eagle, let's go, Nick. What's up, Nick? I'm supporting both channels. Woo, that's right.
Hey, Dad. What's up, Auburn?
War Eagle. He says, by the way, I have that issue and every other publication and newspaper from the amazing day. From that amazing day. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Oh,
Nick.
Man.
Nick.
Yo.
All I know is Auburn basketball. Auburn basketball putting boots. They putting boots to folk, Nick. They putting boots to them, man.
Seems like that.
Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother, man. My brother Maurice, man. They put boots to y'all, man. I ain't seen tight in person since we put boots to Alabama. That's all I know. Haven't seen tight the Megacast, man, the Alabama Megacast, man. I haven't seen him with my own eyes since we put them boots to Alabama, Nick. But yeah, man, you know, first we put boots to Arkansas, man. Did them first, Nick. Did them first. Did Arkansas first, Nick. Nick, you got some box scores for me, man. Don't put them boots to Arkansas, man. What the fellas do? Can you tell me what the fellas do on Arkansas?
Let's take a look and see what they did against Arkansas. You had let me look. Janai Broome, 16 points, 13 rebounds.
That's what's up.
Chad Baker Mazzaro, 15 points, 3 rebounds. Chaney Johnson, 14 points, 6 rebounds. Those are all the guys that was in double figures.
Okay.
Denver Jones had 9 and 3. So that's what happened at Arkansas. That was a really good game. And of course, Arkansas just beat Missouri.
Yeah, man.
Too, so
man, my boys, like I say, they putting boots to folks, man. Hugh Freeze, huge miss with in-state Bama commit Jamarian Matthews, 17 sacks and 22 tackles for loss. He can play edge or DN, 6'4", 250. What you think about that, Nick? You telling me earlier too about some guys that cancel visits too, man. So not really exciting news on the recruiting front, but go ahead, Nick.
Nah, man, this is I kind of feel like I don't know if this is true. This is just my feeling. There's no fact behind this. It kind of feels like a lot of people on standstill of recruiting until they want to see what happens this year with Auburn football. You know what I'm saying? But Jared Curtis, 5-star quarterback out of Nashville, who did have an OV scheduled with Auburn. 16th has canceled his OV for Auburn and has stated that his two schools now are Georgia and Oregon. He was recently committed to Georgia, and now Georgia and Oregon are his two schools. And also Zion Ely, 5-star, 2 5-stars that we lost OVs to. Zion Ely, 5-star, has shut down his commitment out of St. Francis Academy in Baltimore. A lot of had a nice little pipeline coming out of Baltimore. Trying to get Jair Edwards in. We have Wayne Hearing, who is committed in this 2026 class as well from that same school. Wayne Dorsey, who's the coach who's just hired as well. At Auburn. Was trying to have that link there. Zion Ely said, no, I am going to stick with my commitment to Maryland, and he has shut his recruitment down and canceled all of his official visits. So, hey, it is.
It ain't over. It ain't over with Hugh Freeze on this recruiting trail. Now, we might be arguing about the offense if it's going to be top 15, 10 next year. But one thing I am sure about Nicholas Frazier, my ice cold brother, is that Hugh Freeze can recruit. I'm not giving up on these guys, man. Next thing you know, these guys in the wagon, they're in the boat, and they are rowing for Auburn. They are rowing for Auburn.
All I'm gonna say is there's a lot of currency. It's a lot of currency that I don't think that Coach Hugh Freeze has right now. Until
hey, watch your mouth, man.
On the field.
Watch your mouth.
I'm just being honest
about Hugh Freeze and recruiting, man. Hugh Freeze is that guy, man. And plus, DJ Durkin is the guy that's with his pipeline from this Maryland school, man. With all these Maryland players, man, St. Francis, man. DJ Durkin is doing work, man. He got a pipeline going. So I wouldn't close the deal on these guys who got on this classes who we got in our house, man, recruiting, man. It's just formality to me, man.
I'm taking that man. That man said he had shut his recruitment down from everybody. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. We'll see what pops off.
Okay.
Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows?
What's up, Huggy? What's up, Huggy Beard, man? Huggy Beard. Give me the alias again, man. Please give me the alias again. I got to get it committed to memory, man. Give me the alias again, Huggy. What's up? Jonathan says Bruce kind of hit that dance. He did. He hit that dance, man. He did that. What's up, King? What's up, King Richard? What's up? Dan, what's going on?
Shout out to King Richard, man. Shout out to King Richard.
Man,
we did a show this past basically we've been talking about this this Ross Dellinger article all week over in Water Cooler Talk Sports. Man, King Richard, he sent over to me he has come up with a 72 team playoff.
Okay.
For 2 conferences. And I tell you, it is nice.
For football?
Yeah, I like it.
You talking basketball, right? No, we're not talking about football with 72 games?
Talking about football, yeah.
Oh, so you saying just starting from the beginning of the season?
Oh, you haven't
talking about a tournament.
You haven't seen the tournament that I've
No, I haven't seen the tournament, bro.
Oh, well, let's take a look at it when you get a chance. Cool. We can definitely do that.
Okay. Do you have it now?
Yes, easy.
Okay. All right. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. All right, awesome, man. Awesome. He said, was Abe Lincoln even alive when it was in there? Okay, let me tell you like this. Tell me what year did Abe Lincoln die?
1865, if I'm not mistaken.
1865?
1863, excuse me.
No, the internet wasn't.
No, the internet was not around.
No, the internet was
came around literally just.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, it did not. No, it did not, man. They had GPS in the, you know what I'm saying, in the 50s, bro.
Yeah, but the internet wasn't around in the 1800s.
I know it wasn't the 1800s, but I'm just saying you would people would be shocked to know the technology that was available to the Department of Defense before it was made available to the general public. It was
we know that
ages ago. So no, I agree it wasn't in the 1800s, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, you'll be surprised, man. Thumbnail. Okay. What you mean, Auburn Dad for life? Watching Bruce dance makes me smile. Man, me too, man. I love it. I love it when that dance, when he hit that thing, bro. I can't even do it. DC, that reference to thumbnail. What thumbnail? I'm lost, man. I'm lost, Auburn Dad. Hit me again. Explain. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I got the Bruce Pearl dance in my head. LO5, you go you gonna have, you'll keep another you lost argument. Auburn Dad for life.
Laugh Aloud 5. You're gonna have to keep Hill after you lose all your games this year.
What, Nick? You like read it like you was finna explain it to me.
I guess he's talking about the 5 stars that we losing, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Auburn Dad for life. I couldn't understand it. Auburn Dad. Probably got autocorrect going crazy.
Hey, JT
Jared
said
Curtis
this. He said
looking
this,
at
this past week. He said this past week. He said that exact thing this past week. He said Jared Curtis overrated.
Who said that? Like, Auburn was great news for Auburn. Jared Curtis is most overrated QB in the last few years.
Wow.
Really?
I mean, I'm putting it like this. I think the reason why a lot of people feel that way about him is because he went to it. He's in that he's in a private school.
Okay.
So private school football is a lot different than like regular public school football. From what I noticed.
You talking about like Jeremiah Cobb went to? Did he go to a private school?
Yeah, he did. He went to Montgomery Catholic, actually.
Right.
So it's a little bit different, and a lot of people feel like the competition.
So like Walker White went to a private school?
I believe so. And a lot of people feel that way because of just the competition within the private school. They don't really.
Yeah, usually a lot of times. Well, I mean, private schools coming up right now, but
they are.
Yeah, they're coming up now, man.
They're
coming up now, but I know back in the day with private schools, when I came up in private schools, they usually be in that. Man, some of the private schools wasn't. They couldn't even play 1A ball. You know what I'm saying? It was just.
No, because
I get what you're saying.
They have enough there.
I get what you're saying. 5 stars to the wayside, man. Yeah. What's up, TJ? What's going on with you? He said Zion just watch the season, so Hugh needs to 10 to get him to flip.
Yep.
Okay. You're saying 10 wins. 10 wins. Gotcha. Yeah, he can recruit, man. He can recruit. Why you look like that, man?
I'm not
down, man.
I'm not down. He can recruit. I'm just saying, like, the currency that he's having with this recruiting and things and stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of it's starting to wear off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people just. I mean, yeah, you keep getting these classes, but we ain't seeing no results on the field. So that's what people saying.
Okay,
a lot of people feel that way. It's starting to get old now. a little bit.
I got you. You got to show proof of concept at some point. Jonathan says the consensus about Zion is he is going to wait for the end of the season to confirm his decision. Okay. Gotcha. Richard says, agree with Nick. AU has to start showing it on the field. AU wins 9 to 10 games this year. AU will have the number 1 recruiting class. I agree with that, man.
It'd definitely be a top 3, possibly fight for top 2.
Mm-hmm.
If Auburn hit 9 games this year, that'll be dope.
Okay, Lincoln died in the time of yore.
That's funny.
He said JT means Abe Blinken.
Abe Blinken.
Okay.
Abe Blinken.
Okay. That's what's up, man. That's where we getting that from. Travis Burgess, your 2026 QB.
Agree wholeheartedly. Don't be surprised. I think it's between. I think 3 names are possibly going to show up. Probably.
Okay.
the quarterback commit from Houston. I believe Auburn still may take a chance at him. What's his name? Is it Keyshawn? What's his last name? I can't think of it right now. I think Auburn may try to see what's up with him. Landon Duckworth out of Jackson High School. Keyshawn Henderson, thank you. Thank you, JT. I think Auburn may take a shot at him and see what's up with Keyshawn Henderson out of Houston, but I think he's gonna be all Houston. I think they may see what's up with Landon Duckworth, even though a couple of weeks ago he did go to Ole Miss, and basically, I guess it was a really great visit he had at Ole Miss with Lane Kiffin. But I think
you think
Travis Burgess is going to be the guy.
Okay.
I think he's going to be the guy.
And you approve of him. So y'all approve of Travis.
Man, I like Travis Burgess. 6'5", man. 6'5", 210 pounds. I mean, yeah, man. Pretty good guy. He got really nice hair, too. You've seen his hair? Dude, hair look amazing.
You told me, that's the dude out of Grayson. Okay, that's a dude out of Grayson. Yeah. That's the dude out of Grayson. I'm like, okay, that's it. Yeah. I'm gonna go up there and holler at him, man. Since it's not too far from me, y'all. Go up there and holler at him, man. So do you approve? Everybody approve of Travis Burgess?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you? He's a 3-star now. Do you think he end up a 4-star?
If he has a good season here.
Okay, so now you starting to stack. You trying to stack them blue chippers, Nick. Which you don't be liking stacking them.
There's a difference.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying if what I'm saying is
between elite.
No. I'm saying if this man could end up in the elite, he could end up in the elite class. He could end up in the elite spot.
Elite is 5 stars. That's what I'm saying. He's not a 5-star.
So a 4-star is not elite.
Elite is a really good player.
Oh boy, okay,
really good player. Really good players.
No, I'm saying so 4 stars are not elite.
I mean the way that is calculated. No, they're not, because elite players are all 95 and above.
Okay, so
he won't be a 95.
Jalen Milroe wasn't elite.
Jalen Milroe wasn't 95 or above. Based on
I'm just saying he wasn't elite.
No, based on their recruiting system, he wasn't.
Okay, all right.
Just being honest. That's what I'm just being real. Just being real. That's what it is.
Okay. All right. So okay. All right, man. DC talk about one of Huggy's favorite topics. Don't get me started on the government. I'm like, bro, you hugging me, testing us about the government. The government. Government. All right, man. AB died about 1865. Yes. What happens? AU dad and Huggy. Okay. I can't see Jared Curtis starting ever in his career. Golly, man. This man said ever.
The way Huggy Beard does not like Hugh Freeze is the same way Jonathan Taylor does not like Jared.
Okay, what you don't like about
I think he overrated.
Why though?
I think he overrated.
You just saying because of where he plays. He's overrated because of where he plays. Maybe.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and disagree with him totally. I haven't really seen anything that made me be like, you know.
And he said Jared Curtis he said he's copying playing Patrick Mahomes.
Well, I have.
That's what 5 Adam's saying. What's up, 5 Adam?
If that's the case, he ain't Patrick Mahomes level right now.
He said private schools football could let me start go D1. Dang, man.
Hey, so you can step on the field right now, JT. You can step on the field right now and go schools in Tennessee. I don't know. Alabama got some really good private schools, bro. Alabama got some really good private schools.
Yeah, man. Georgia coming up with a private school because Vandergrift came from a private school in Georgia. So thumbnails was from Nick Channel, was of 2010 championship, and talking 5 Adam about keep recruit when Bama loses 5 more games this year. Okay.
We talking about later on in the show if Auburn should claim some national championships.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that, man, because Hugh brought that up. What was that, man? Brought that up. Oh, he brought that up Wednesday, man. Mm-hmm. And he was just talking about the championships. I think King was in there too. Yeah, King Richard was in there too. And we're talking about should Auburn claim these championships, man. We'll talk about that in a second when I catch this up. I get you a decoder ring from my chats.
Oh, Freddie, bro. Yeah, hilarious. Hilarious.
Someone said the private school in Tennessee only play other private schools, unlike Alabama private schools play among the big boys. Okay. Okay. Well, if they're playing, if Alabama schools are playing the big boys, then they're playing good competition. Then, so you can't just kind of exclude them because they're private schools. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you agree with that or no?
I agree.
Okay. Cassine Henderson. Nick.
No, he's talking about the quarterback from Houston.
Okay.
Sean Henderson.
It's a Houston. He says it's a Houston QB.
Yeah, Sean Henderson. That's what I was saying. That Auburn.
Okay, got you. Yeah. I'm just behind. Duckworth is not good QB. He plays like Milroe. Golly.
Answer your question if Milroe was elite.
I think Milroe was elite, man. I think Milroe was elite, man.
I don't.
You don't think Milroe was elite?
No.
I think, man. I think Sheridan just. I think they just did a disservice for Milroe. You know what I'm saying? This last year, man.
Milroe, listen.
He progressed the year before, man. No. I'm saying he progressed during the season from the beginning to when he was benched at South Florida till they went to the playoffs and was one game away from the national championship. I think he progressed during the season.
I'm asking this. Is it progression if they tailor the offense to your skill set?
Yes, it can be. It can be now. It can be. It can be. I'm not gonna say absolutely, but it can be, man. Because
I don't know about that one.
Okay. Think about Philadelphia, man. They built that offense around Hurts, man, and his abilities.
But Jalen Hurts actually got better with accuracy throwing the deep ball.
I agree, but I'm saying it goes hand in hand. I'm not saying it's totally one or the other. What I'm saying, it goes hand in hand. And sometimes in order for a quarterback to progress, you got to center things around his ability also. You can't just be like, okay, Jalen Hurts, we're going to put you in a Tom Brady offense. You know what I'm saying? He may never progress. He may think of what they was trying to do with Cam Newton in when he went to New England. You know what I'm saying? It's just like sometimes you have to take a quarterback's strength and insinuate him, and then and just keep him growing that way. And of course, you gotta have some basic things as a quarterback that you do. They have to get some level of accuracy. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
I believe tailoring. I believe if you get a quarterback and then you just end up tailoring so much around their strongest skill set that it becomes rich.
No, sure, I agree. That's why I said it goes hand in hand.
I'm just being honest with you, at the Senior Bowl, that's what happened with Milroe, because Milroe was not accurate at all throwing the intermediate stuff. Throwing the deep ball, he was great. He looked really good throwing the deep ball at the Senior Bowl. But when it came to throwing the intermediate stuff, it did not look good. It did not look good.
It says or Duckworth out Jackson. Y'all scrambled my brain.
No, he's saying or Duckworth out of Jackson. That's what he was trying to say.
Okay. Nick, Nick is a human decoder. Nick scout players off of their hair.
Nah, I'm just saying the blue hair is really deep. That's really nice hair, man. Hair is pretty clean.
He said you don't need Travis if you got Deuce.
I mean,
but there we go. But there we go again, man. Again, this question, Jonathan, is are you gonna stack talent, or you know what I'm saying? How are you gonna do that? Just not
It's a difference in a 3-star and a 5-star and a 5-star guy.
Say what now?
There's a different expectation when he's a 3-star and when he's a 3-star instead of him being a 5-star guy.
Right. So if he's a 3-star, why not bring him in? You see what I'm saying?
I mean, you could. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I hear what he's saying because they're the same skill set. They kind of got the same skill set, but I'm just saying though, based on star ratings.
But if you have the same skill set, if you have a type, that's what you do is you keep getting the same skill set over and over and over and over again, whether it's DB, linebacker, running back. If that's your person you get as a coach, then you usually get that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a DB coach, if you like quick twitch guys with, shorter guys with, what I'm saying, that can move their hips well, some like longer guys with long arms, you know what I'm saying? So you have a type, so you just keep recruiting that same guy over and over and over again. So I think
quarterbacks are a little different because all quarterbacks aren't the same.
No, but I'm just saying if you run the same type of offense, that Rich Rod ran, you're gonna get a type. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the type of quarterback like a Pat White. You're gonna get a type of quarterback like a Nick Marshall, that type of guy that can run the zone read. He might not have the same skill sets, but he's gonna be that type that have some of those same attributes. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we're seeing Hugh Freeze now. What he really wants is that type of guy that can, zone read and can, get up the field with the ball and be that kind of Deuce Knight type. If we see him kind of keep recruiting this kind of guy, then we'll know that's what our quarterbacks are going to be looking at like in the future.
Yeah.
He said, Nick, why are you moving like that?
Are you talking about I was doing this right here?
Oh, that's
we way behind.
He said Deuce is elite. He said if he was elite, he didn't finish elite.
He's talking about Miro.
He said my overrated Mahomes and Curtis. What's up, Rodney Williams' son? What's going on, man? Bruton, Alabama. What's up,
baby?
We went to private school. My training with Josh Allen. Right now I ain't in the chat. Wow, man. Okay, King Richard says, "Here we go right here. I guess we're gonna go with this right quick, and we're gonna I gotta put up the Georgia score because we put boots to Georgia too." Maurice. He's saying 1910, 1913, 1983, 1993, and 2004.
Auburn should claim each one of them. Definitely 83 and 93 and 04. The last three. They should definitely claim those.
Yeah, I think 1910 and I've seen 10. Yes, they should because I think they were undefeated that year.
They were undefeated in 93. They should definitely.
And then this was the question. This was the question, and I was saying because people will say, "Well, y'all was on probation in '93."
Who cares?
All right, yeah, but you gave Reggie Bush his Heisman Trophy, and they were on probation.
Who cares?
So if you're retroactively giving people stuff and they were on probation too, they got put on probation too. You even vacated the championship, and definitely 2004. What makes no sense to me is how they vacated the championship that year, and Auburn is undefeated. And USC was put on probation, huh?
You can't vacate what you saw, though.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how can you just like vacate it and we're just gonna leave it blank? You know what I'm saying?
You can't vacate what you saw. I mean, we saw it happen. We can literally go back and watch a whole game of the 2005 national championship and be like, yeah, USC won. I mean, excuse me, Texas won. We can literally say that. Like, come on.
Well, the 2004 was the USC one.
Yeah, my bad. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. So, but my point is, how hard is it if USC was undefeated and Auburn was undefeated? You got two undefeated teams. It's not like you're trying to put Auburn in the number one spot and USC won and Auburn lost to USC. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. It's not that hard, man. Rodney said, hit the like button. Yes, please. Still more than a month before spring ball starts. Thank you, God. Yes, for AU basketball. Yes.
Spring ball starts March 25th. The
Saban effect. Any Bama QB will have one minimum 10 games. Okay. We went from Saban to DeBoer. Do you think only QB would be better?
I think probably
any QB would be better. Huh?
I think you're probably gonna see better QB play under DeBoer at Alabama. That's what
you think so?
Yeah, that's what he's known for. He's known for offense and quarterbacks.
To me, he's known for Penix.
He's known for quarterbacks.
Yeah, but I'm saying to me, he's known. I don't really know the boy outside of Michael Penix.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
You got a point. But what we do know is like everywhere he's been, his offenses have produced.
Okay. King Richard says, seeing Miro at the Senior Bowl, Miro should have stayed or transferred to another school. He can't read defenses, nor can he pass 5 to 10 yards.
I told you at the Senior Bowl during the practices, every time he was throwing the deep ball, accurate, on point. When it came to throwing anything 15 and inconsistent. I was like, this dude, bro. I was like, good.
Yeah, I said Miro should have went to Oregon, man. He should have went to Oregon. Taylor said
it wouldn't have helped.
I think he should have went to Oregon though. I think, bro, look what happened to Bo Nix when he went to Oregon.
Yeah, but it didn't.
Nix, think about this. Bo Nix looked similar when he was in the SEC playing against these SEC defenses, man. He did. He looked similar where people were like, bro, I remember it was a point where people were like, man, bench this dude. Remember, think about this. He did get benched during the Georgia State game. You know what I'm saying? Because he looked so bad. But he went to Oregon, man, and went to the Heisman ceremony. I think if Miro would have went to Oregon, he would have, been that dude. This is me, man. He said Deuce Knight is different, man. Nick just had more practice decoding in his chats. He got more practice.
Shout out to King Richard.
What's up, man? What's up? Auburn Dad for life. Deuce Knight is if there could be more than 5 stars, would be. Okay. So he's a 5-star plus now, right?
No, he's just 5-star.
He's not a consensus 5-star? Man, who does not have Deuce Knight a 5-star? I thought he just got one, man.
No, he did from Rivals.
Okay. JT, he called Deborah now. Ooh, Deborah. Ooh. Wow. Okay, my bad. I meant Deborah. Okay. Ooh. Nick's usually the first one to understand some of my
funkier reading comments.
These cats,
everything, bro. I understand what he be saying. I just be wanting to see if DC get it.
Bro, take me time. I'm just looking at it like, bro. Nick done went to Huggy Beard school, bro. You should see Tight too. Tight cannot decode nothing. Tight be like, what? What is he saying?
Oh,
and I'm okay, I got it now. That's what Bama does, is claim titles, man. So NCAA recognizes Auburn in each of those years as a national champion. They do, and I don't know why Auburn trying to be so smug. If the NCAA is recognizing you, man, recognize the titles. But it's just like what Auburn did is they pointed to the titles and said the NCAA is recognizing us for these titles, but we're not going to claim them. What sense does that make? Somebody tell me.
That's just like them saying, "Hey, we're gonna give you a raise," but you saying no.
Yeah, it's like, and then it's like it's a real raise too. It's a real raise. Like, you didn't ask for the raise. The boss came and said he recognized you. Hey, we recognize you. Here's your plaque. You deserve a raise. No, we good. We don't want to be like Bama.
We don't want a raise.
We don't want a raise, man.
Okay,
but we're gonna tell everybody that they offered us a raise.
Exactly. It's just stupid as I don't know what. Like, what you talking about? Man, take that play. Take them championships. Take that recognition.
No, and it does, bro. It means something, man. It means something when you get an athlete come to Alabama and they see 18 championships, which are not real. You know what I'm saying? And Nick Saban, like this.
At least we know 6 of. At least we know 7 of them are real.
Right. So, but right. So it's like this recruit said he came to Alabama and Nick Saban took him in a room and showed him a table full of rings, and then showed him a table with no rings. He was like, "Okay, this us and this Auburn. Which one do you want?"
That's crazy, bro.
He said, "Dude was like, well, yeah." He changed his mind. He's like, "I'll take these."
I would be like, "Let me go over here and grab one real quick."
Right, but you know what I'm saying. See, if Auburn had 7, they put on the table, and they do have 2. That's extreme what Nick Saban did. But if they have 7, if you come and you see 7 chips across the stadium, man. If you go into the trophy case and see 7 chips, man, you're like, okay, Auburn. That's, you know what I'm saying. You need to claim what's yours, man.
Yeah, that matters, man. It does matter, especially like I remember when Dion said something one time. He was like, when he left, every time he wanted to go back to Florida State, he wanted to see a lot of him when he went back.
Okay.
Basically saying he wanted to see he wanted to see pictures, trophies, everything that he did. Because the thing about it is, when you like you stated, that is a recruiting tactic. Because the thing about it is, when you start seeing stuff like that, when you start seeing the hardware, when you start seeing like and even like that, when you just the optics of it, when you start seeing national championship trophies, when you start seeing Bednarik winners, when you start seeing Heisman Trophy winners, when you start seeing Biletnikoff, when you start seeing this stuff, that lets you know that there's some type of history behind the school and that they are producing, and that more than likely these guys that are winning these awards are getting to the next level, which is more. So you're getting to the level where you actually go make some real money and things stuff like that.
That's good stuff, man. Good stuff, bro. I think King's list missing a year. I've always read there's 6 unclaimed titles.
All right.
I think that was, how many was that? That was 5?
That was
I think that was 6, right?
That was 10, 13.
13.
That was 5.
10, 13, 93, 83, and 04.
I think there was one in 1915 or 1914, I want to say.
Yeah, he said at least a co-champion. Okay. A-Day, April 12th.
April 12th is A-Day. April 5th is Big Cat Weekend, and spring practice starts March 25th.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Big Cat Weekend. I'm excited for A-Day. I'm excited for spring practice.
It's either March 17th or March 25th. Spring practice start. One of them days.
Five Adams says Keelan Russell, 5-star. What about Keelan Russell? KD is known for QB. He coached all divisions in college football. Yes.
Yep.
But name me some other QBs he produced, though, other than Penix. You see what I'm saying? That's my question. What other QBs did he produce? We just, you know what I'm saying? To me, he's known for Penix. Nick Hughes' offense has always produced so you saying that about DeBoer?
What I'm saying is everywhere Kalen DeBoer has went, he has won. So far, we can say that about Hugh Freeze, but what have we seen so far?
I got you.
Not wins. So.
No, I got yeah, for sure. And maybe Sharp can answer this, man. What's up, Sharp, man? Y'all got Alabama fans, man. Y'all tell me.
Go check out B Sharp interview with the young man commit from Pike Road. I can't remember his name right now at the moment. It is literally escaping me.
That's what's up,
Outlaw. He's committed to Tennessee.
Okay.
Go check out it. Go check out that interview that he dropped today.
Y'all check out B Sharp, man. One of the best in the business, man. We got Alabama people, man. Tell them to check out my brother from the 46A, y'all. They can hug it, JT and AU dad translator for sure, man. Sure. Nope, Shaw. He said nope, Shaw. He said roll eagle. Okay, here we go. They're saying 1910, 13, 14, 83, 93, and 04.
14. Okay, so 1914.
14, yeah. Still would be more than history than anybody in history if they count the real ones. I got you. What other quarterbacks is he known for, Sharp? Great show, guys. Have to start the grill and cook my baby a steak.
All right, Dan.
Dan, do you marinate or what you do, man? Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? While you cooking the steak, man, text and let you know. You know, give us a
inject it with some marinade.
Yeah,
marinated.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? How do you cook that steak, man? Let us know. He said Carlos Rogers is only Jim Thorpe Award winner.
Yep, he is.
The way I've always understood it, AU doesn't claim 6. They have, and Bama claims 5. They don't have. There's a lot of literature on the topic. He said Braylon Outlaw is the man.
Outlaw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
y'all check that out. Check that interview out, man. Go over there, like, subscribe, man. So War Eagle. Hey, man, no problem, man. You that guy, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. I agree. We should claim if NCAA given to us. Why not? Yeah.
Why not giving a raise that they trying to give us? What we doing?
Makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense. It's like they have this kind of like pride and, you know, I would dare to say arrogance about it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not claiming something that you know, that's just like don't make sense, man. Again, Nick, you did it perfect, man. They gave you a raise, man. You turning it down, Nick. We put boots to Georgia too, bro. Yeah. Put them boots to Georgia, Maurice. That's my brother right there. I love you, Reese. We had to put them boots on y'all, man. We had to do it to you, Reese. What you got on the box score, man? What you got on the box?
Hey, so this is what happened, man. Denver Jones came in with 17 points, man. Miles Kelly had 11 and 8. Chad Baker Mazzaro had 11 and 8, and he had a technical foul that he should not have had.
Okay.
And then, of course, Janai Broome, National Player of the Year candidate.
Boy,
31 points and 14 rebounds.
What?
And then he
Stan ain't gonna like that. Stan is not gonna like that, man.
Man, that dude is balling right now, bro.
Stan ain't gonna like that, man. Does anybody know how many Cooper Flag had? And we're gonna go into this playoff Nick talking about, huh?
I don't know.
Okay. Because I think they played Saturday night too. So you know what I'm saying? They're keeping up with that. Yeah, Janai Broome had 31, and let's go see how many Cooper Flag had tonight. So they're going back and forth. You got anything else? Is it anything new in state? All we know is we have the 5 stars kind of like shutting down right now. Again, I trust you, Freeze, man.
That's out of state though. In state.
I'm just saying. I know we have that out of state, but I don't know if we have anything shaking in state.
As of right now, you got a lot of official visits that's going to be coming through in the next couple. I mean, it's looking like May 16th, and it's gonna be a very big weekend for Auburn when it comes to recruiting. You're gonna have a lot of guys that are gonna be on campus then. And I believe the other date that looks very promising is like June 30th, something like that. I mean, not June 30th, but like the 15th of June. That weekend is like it's gonna be a big weekend as well. Not a lot going on right now, man. And the thing about it is basketball season, high school basketball season just ended. So we should start hearing a lot more news on in-state recruiting once the Final Four ends. Excuse me, in Birmingham this week for the Alabama High School Athletic Association, and we'll start getting into ramping up for spring ball for high school. So yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna be on top of it, man. I'm enjoying that, so it's gonna be fun. Trying to go build some relationships with some of these coaches, and we can try to get some exclusives. So we'll see what's up.
Yes, sir. What's up, Brad Browning? War Eagle to you. He said, Auburn Dad for life. My guy, 16 points, 17 rebounds. All right, man. And like I say, man, Broom, he's doing it in the heart of conference, man. Throwing a boot party on UGA was one of a few things, Nick, that made Saturday the best birthday ever. You heard me?
Yeah. Happy belated born day.
Happy birthday, Huggy. Happy birthday.
What I do? Hey, what y'all do on the block, Huggy? What y'all do on the block? Y'all ain't do nothing on the block Saturday? What y'all do?
Did y'all put something on the grill, Huggy? Did y'all put something on the grill, man? That's what I need to know.
I know Huggy said he's gonna take his kids to their first He's gonna take his kids to his first concert. But then after that, he's gonna go chill with the people on the block. What y'all do, Huggy?
Yeah, flag last night. Yeah, 16, man. 16. My bad, Auburn Dad. Yeah, 16 for flag. No, glad for the help. Man, let's get into this, Nick. This is the last. So let's get into this. You was talking about. I heard the reason why they didn't claim the 83-93-04. They didn't want to pay out the bonuses to the coach. Are you serious?
That's crazy. That is crazy.
That's why crazy. The topic came back up after Pat passed away. Man, come on now.
Because some people didn't get paid. That's the reason why. Oh,
you serious, man? Come on, dog. That can't be real. Come on, man. Give me an article, man. Give me something on that. Give me an article. Give me something. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. Listen, that's why this channel has the best fans, subscribers. That's awesome,
crazy. Man. That is crazy. So that's crazy. You think about that. They didn't claim it.
Come on, King, man.
Bonuses to coaches. Get out of here, bro.
Come on, King. Come on, King.
King Richard. King. Listen,
King, this is the quote. That was
that's ridiculous. If that's true, bro, I'm upset. I'm mad as a fan. I am mad as a fan.
Oh my God. Nick.
Gators, that's what they were. Gators. I wasn't looking at it for a minute. I was looking over here, but then I looked back. He said, "Them Gators." That's what I'm saying, man. Them Gators right there, man.
Oh boy, Gators. They put Gators. They put Gators to a Huggy. Huggy, give me the alias. Huggy, give me the alias, man. Give me the alias. Huggy.
Or the green Stacey Adams with the belt.
Yeah, yes, sir, man. He said he came from a big booster. Man.
Yeah. King Rich knows some people while y'all playing. AU Dad knows some people too while y'all talking. I'm telling you, man.
He's at Auburn Gymnastics beat Alabama too.
Telling y'all, man.
Putting boots to him. All right, Nick, tell me about this right here, man. Tell me about this, Nick.
Yeah. So you gotta take.
Let me take this down. Yeah, let me take this down.
So as you all know, and everybody that was with us over at the on the Water Cooler Talk Sports this past week, Ross Dellinger put out an article, basically just give you an overview. Basically, what's happening is the SEC and the Big Ten are basically going to have full control over the future of what the college football playoff looks like. Meaning that what's being proposed is that the SEC and the Big Ten will have 4 automatic qualifying spots. The Big 12 and the ACC will have 1. The highest rated Group of 5 school will be one of those spots, and then Notre Dame, if they finish in the top 14, will have that spot. One thing that was proposed was the SEC moving to a 9th conference game, because now basically with this happening, I'm in the boat of, and a lot of people like me I think there are some other people like me that feel this way, that don't really too much care about the actual SEC championship game itself. I care more about the actual championship race, the actual championship races. So
you are on the same page with that one. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I don't really too much care about the actual game itself.
Yep.
So what DC about to put up on the screen here is what we went over. Option one. These are just things that I just thought of how it could look, how you could reimagine the SEC championship weekend moving forward. So option one, as you saw on the screen, was we can just keep it the same way it is. Keep the weekend the same way it is. The top two teams, 1 and 2, will play each other for the SEC championship trophy. All right, that's option one. Option two is a conference play-in weekend. The conference championship game would be eliminated and replaced with play-in games. With a 9-game SEC schedule, the team that finishes 1 in the conference will be crowned the SEC champion and receive an automatic bid to the college football playoff. Teams that finish 2 through 7 will compete in play-in games to determine who will occupy the 3 spots to represent the SEC in the college football playoff. Those games will be 2 through 7, 3 through 6, 4 through 5. These are options that I came up with. These are not options that have been put out by people in the national media. These are just things that I thought about that potentially could happen. Option 3, which is actually my favorite option of all of them, because it gives us a season tournament in the SEC. So basically, option 3 is a 16 team is the 16 team SEC conference will be divided into 4 divisions. Each division will consist of 4 teams from the North, South, East, and West divisions with a 12-game schedule. 11 games will be conference games. And the non-conference game, here's the ambiguous part. The ambiguity comes in, and I left it in there just like this for a reason. The non-conference game will be against an opponent of similar competitive advantage.
Okay.
The winners of the divisions will qualify for the 4 automatic spots to represent the SEC in the conference football playoff. Now, if you just want to have a conference championship game to see who would get it, then you have that playoff style where 1 would play 4, 2 would play 3 to determine who would play each other for the SEC championship. These are how I split the divisions up. I just split the divisions up into 4. North Division, Missouri, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Tennessee. South will be Ole Miss, Mississippi State, LSU, Alabama. West Division will be Texas, Texas A&M, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and the East Division will be Auburn, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. So this is how a schedule will look in the SEC. So let's take Auburn for example. Auburn would play Georgia home. It would be a home and home series each year. They would play Georgia twice. So they would play Georgia at home, then they would play Georgia away. They would play South Carolina at home, they would play South Carolina away. They would play Florida at home, they would play Florida away. That is 6 conference games. Then they would play 2 teams from the other conferences. So they would play Auburn would play Alabama. 1 year they'll play them at home, the next year they'll play them away. Then Auburn could play just your your common opponents that Auburn normally plays. Then you have Auburn playing Vanderbilt. They would play Vanderbilt at home 1 year, then they would play Vanderbilt away 1 year. Then in the West Division, Auburn would play Texas A&M. They would play Texas A&M at home 1 year. They would play Texas A&M away 1 year. And then those will be your set teams that you play every year. And then the other 2 conference games that they play would be other teams. So in the South Division, Auburn could play LSU, then they could play Tennessee in the North Division 1 season, and then the next season they could play Ole Miss in the South, then they could play Texas in the West Division, or then something like that. So you have those 11 conference games. And so basically, with it being that way, the winner of the divisions, those 4 would get those automatic qualifying spots to the conference to the college football playoff. But that is how I envision it. 3 is my favorite. 3 is my favorite because you have more meaningful games. The SEC championship race is more meaningful, and then you won't have people like Lane Kiffin saying in the middle of the season, I don't even know if I really want to win the SEC or if I want to compete. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it makes every single game important in the season, and it makes for more meaningful football during the season. So basically, the first game of the year, like Auburn will have this year against Baylor, it would mean something. You know what I'm saying? And
I say the only the option was close. Was 3. I would like to. And this was crazy, y'all. We were talking about this Monday on the Water Cooler Talk podcast, man. If y'all didn't see that, go back and talk about it. We were talking about the SEC taking over, the SEC and Big Ten taking over the playoffs and all that whole deal, man. It just go watch it. That was the last Monday on the Water Cooler Talk podcast. But we were talking about the discussion is, and this is a real discussion, and it's not something me and Nick made up. This is a real discussion that they're talking about maybe doing away with the SEC championship game and having a play-in game, in which this is what I would like. I would like if we got to the end of the season, you can do away with the SEC championship game. And when me and Nick said that, people were like, oh my God, but do away with it. They were. It's like, do away with the SEC championship game. Let 1 and 2 get an automatic bid to the playoffs. And let 4 play, what was it? 7, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 4 play 7 and 5. 4 play 7. This is what I think. 1 and 2 get a bye.
Yeah.
3
play 6 and 4 play
3
5.
play 6 and 4 play 5. And out of those 3 and 6, 5, they'll play in to get into the playoffs. That's my scenario. But either way, man, the scenarios you put up were like awesome, man. Either way, it would to me be better than just like playing all those games and then playing the SEC championship. Man, it would make the season mean so much more.
Yeah,
if you have the play in also. And argument was, man, why would they let that go? If you have a play-in my estimation, I think it would make more money. Well, it would, because you would have 2 games.
Basically,
you would have 2 games. And I think we looked at it, and the play-in games would have been Alabama versus South Carolina and Tennessee versus Ole Miss, maybe. You see what I'm saying, man? I would be watching those games. You know what I'm saying, and love it. So that's just me, man.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, the SEC championship, the game itself, to me, is not that. I mean, is okay. I'm not gonna. I don't want to say not important, because I think there is a way that the SEC championship game is important if there is if based on the format. The format that we have now, it is very important, because it's very important. But if you add more meaningful games, if you add more games, especially if it's intra-conference, if you're playing intra-conference with each other, you can actually lose games. You can actually lose more games in the conference and still be in the 4, in one of the 4 that gets the bye, because the inherent belief is that you have a harder schedule in your conference. You know what I'm saying? So it would be interesting. It would be interesting to see if they actually, if something like that were to happen, but I don't know. It probably won't. I mean, I don't know, Nick. I think we probably end up with I think we're probably gonna end up with what you said. We get the bye, and then 3 will play 6 and 4 will play 5 in the play.
Yeah, because that's gonna be more money. Plus, then it gives you an incentive to be number 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? Like Lane Kiffin, like, I don't know if I want to play in the SEC championship game. Dude, you would be playing to be the SEC champion, so you can get the automatic bid and the bye and get in the playoffs. And 5 Adams said something we're gonna get to right quick. But I think that would be like crazy money, crazy. It would just give people more to look forward to. People will be alive in the last week of the season. They will, you know what I'm saying? So, man, Huggy said, nah, me and my son just kicked it all day, then went to Hooters and watched the second half of the AU game, then went to the show and had a blast. Okay, watching him truly fall in love with metal and hardcore. Perfect, man. Hey, man, that's some of the best times, bro. If you spending it with your kids, son, daughter, man, and it's just y'all kicking it, man, those are some of the best time, dude. So shout out to you, man. And again, happy birthday to you, Huggy. Huggy still haven't given me the Huggy alias again, man. I got to commit it to memory, man. He saw
the legend of Sweet Sugar Bear Williams.
The legend of Sweet Sugar Bear Williams. That's it. Like option 2. Then he changed to option 3, Nick. They fired Craig Sank and replaced it with Nick.
Hey,
SEC championship is not important because you can get injured. Asked UGA last year. That makes a lot of sense, man. Yep. My 14 regular season games would take 8 teams from each conference.
Yeah, this is King Richard. He said 2 super conferences, 72 teams.
Say it again now.
2 super conferences.
Okay.
So 72 teams, 36 per conference, 4 divisions per conference. And then there'd be 9 teams per division. And then he said it'll be 14 regular season games, no conference title games. And then it'll be a 16-team playoffs with 8 from each conference.
So he's saying running it more like an NFL format.
Basically.
I'm with that, man. I'm with that. Basically. I'm with that, man. I'm with that, man.
He will move. He said he will put Tulane. So this is who he would have in the SEC. It would be Alabama, Arkansas, Auburn, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, LSU, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Missouri, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Vanderbilt, Clemson, Duke, Florida State, Georgia Tech, Louisville, Miami, North Carolina State, SMU, Wake Forest, Baylor, UCF, Houston, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, TCU, Texas Tech, Tulane, and Nebraska would be in the SEC. In the Big Ten, he has Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Maryland, Michigan State, Minnesota, Northwestern, Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, Purdue, Rutgers, UCLA, USC, Washington, Wisconsin, Cal, Pitt, Stanford, Syracuse, Virginia Tech, Notre Dame, Arizona State, BYU, Cincinnati, Colorado, Iowa State, Utah, West Virginia, Boise State, Oregon State, and Washington State. And he said he would have Oregon State and Washington State in the Big Ten because it would keep the traditions of rivalry. So you have the Oregon State-Oregon rivalry, the Civil War, and then of course Washington State-Washington because of the Apple Cup.
Yeah, so I'm with it, man. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it, man. It's just like, yeah, as long as people just have problems with the rivalries because I thought they were going to do pods this year. When we got the Oklahoma in the league, I thought they were going to go to pods, which I was excited about. The 14 pods and stuff like that. But it's like they didn't do it because they can't they can't keep the rivalries going. This is a big thing about us. We got to play Alabama and we got to play Georgia. So that's why they're having problems. But if they go to the 9-team format, then they can preserve those rivalries because people are crying about Alabama needs to play Auburn and Tennessee. Georgia needs to play Florida and Auburn. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying that's why they're doing what they're doing now. That's why we're having back-to-back season playing the same record. So they can try to get this money because what they're saying, dude, is going to this 9-game thing and going to this 9-game format and playing the Big Ten with this. They're saying they're gonna package that as a separate package and sell that to maybe another network.
They should forget that.
This is all about money, bro. This is all about money.
They should literally just go to 11 conference games. And then if they go to 11 conference games, then guess what? Every other year you would see those rivalries. But every year you would get Auburn, Alabama. You would get Auburn, Georgia. You would get Alabama, Tennessee. You would get Georgia, Florida every year. You would get Georgia, Tennessee every year. But then every other year you would get. But in my sublation right there, you would get Auburn, Florida twice a year every year. If you went with what I got because they're in the same conference. So that's another rivalry that's renewed. I mean, it's just, if you go in the 4-division route and you just go to 11 conference games, you'll get them at least every other year. You'll get those rivalries at least every other year.
Yeah. Huggy says, how about the top 3 teams make the SEC playoffs? 2 versus 3 in a wild card round. Winner plays number 1 a championship game. Either way, you got to have a championship. So Huggy is for a championship game.
For a championship game.
Yeah. Nick, decode.
What's this A-list big dog? Huggy lost in the ball in highways. You heard me? What do you mean? What you talking about? A-list? What you talking about? What A-list? We put up an A-list? I hope you're not talking about Steven's A-list. That's on First Take.
I don't know, man. Tell us.
What is he talking about? What A-list is he talking about?
He says, LOL, I hate having to win more games in SEC due to wear and tear of SEC. Unlike cupcake teams and other conferences with maybe 2 tough teams all season. I agree with that. I agree. That's the only thing. When we go to a 9-game schedule, man, 10-game, 9-game SEC schedule, dude, it's going to be more wear and tear, dude, for real. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get compensated for getting 4 teams in the playoffs, but I agree with you all day with that, man. Fire Sankey replaced with Nick and fire Big Ten commissioner replaced with King Richard. That's what's up, man.
I don't know if Sankey ready to give it up. don't know if Sankey and Tony Petitti ready to give it up this year. As by the way, they'll be in Dallas this week. The commissioners will be in Dallas this week. So we should be getting more. We should be getting, I want to say they'll be in Dallas Tuesday and Wednesday. So we should be getting some more information about this playoff moving forward. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. This is gonna be an interesting offseason. Especially now we in this low because there's really no football going on. So this news that we're having about the potential expansion is really carrying us until we get to spring football. Then we'll have spring football, and then next thing you know, that's gonna pop up some more about what's going on until we get the SEC media days and until we get all the other media days as well. But yeah, it's gonna be this is gonna be it. And then the thing about it is too, there was also a report that came out by Heather Dinich from ESPN. Stating that as early as this year in 2025, the seeding for the college football playoff this year could change. So it possibly could be straight seeding this year.
That's what they need to do, man.
Instead of it, but here's the problem with that.
They need to do, Nick.
Here's the problem with straight seeding. It's not. I'm not disagreeing with straight seeding, but here's the problem with straight seeding moving forward.
Okay.
Because if you do straight seeding this year, then you go into the automatic qualifiers next year. So the 4 for the Big 10 and the SEC, the 2 for the Big 12 and the ACC, the 1 for the highest group of 5 champion, and the 1 for Notre Dame. They finished in top 14. What if that's the case? More than likely, that group of 5 champion won't be ranked in the top 14. So basically, how does that work? Because then, okay, and then think about this as well. If you were to have a 14, if you were to have four automatic qualifiers coming out of the SEC and the Big 10, I'm gonna say 7 times out of 10, 2 of them, maybe 2 of those teams that's gonna be in the playoffs are gonna be 3 or 4 lost teams. So how do you do straight seeding ranking with that?
Because I think if you just say, for instance, if you go 14 teams right now, just with this past thing, then of course Alabama, Ole Miss, they would have been in. You know what I'm saying? But I say go straight seeding, they would just be aligned. They would just be aligned, just like the strength of schedule for the top 25 would be. It would just be seeded correctly. You follow what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
You follow what I'm saying? It would just be seeded correctly. Like those teams, just because they get automatic bids, they would still get automatic bids, but be seeded according to how they are in the top 25.
So basically what you're saying is the committee, the automatic qualifiers, once they get in, those automatic qualifiers will have to be reseeded again by the committee for the playoff. Is what you're saying?
They wouldn't, because think about this. In the top 25, if you would have just went by the top 25, Georgia would have been on 1 seat, Georgia would have been in, and Texas would have been in.
No. Listen,
you follow what I'm saying?
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Okay. Listen to what I'm saying. In a world where you have a 4 teams coming out of the SEC, right? You have 4 teams coming out of the Big 10, right? You have 2 teams coming out of the ACC and 2 teams coming out of the Big 12, and then Notre Dame. Correct. All right. 9 times out of 10, the number 2 team in the ACC or the Big 12 is gonna have a better record than the number 3 or 4 team coming out of the SEC or the Big 10. How do you see and more than likely those teams are more than likely going to be ranked 2, maybe 3 spots higher than what those teams are. So if you're going to go to straight seeding this year, how does that work next year for when you get into a situation where you have automatic qualifiers? So what I'm saying is what they're more than likely going to have to do is the committee is going to have once you get all the teams that are in that are qualified starting in 2026, more than likely what's going to happen is the committee is going to have to reseed all those teams for the playoff.
See, that's the problem that people don't like about this now is like it in the last part of the season with the top 25, man, they're already seeded. So why reseed them? You feel what I'm saying? So what and I hear what you're saying. If you have a ACC team, and you correct me if I'm wrong, if you have an ACC team that has less losses than an SEC team, then if they're seeded like number 7 and you have an Ole Miss Alabama seeded 12, then seed them that way. Just Alabama, just seed them. If Alabama is sitting at 12, if Auburn is sitting at 13, 14, and you have Miami sitting at 7, seed them that way, dude. They're ranked that way for a reason. So why go and just blow it up and be like, and I know why they're reseeding. Bro, a lot of this is monetary value to reseed this junk so we can get television ratings.
I'm gonna ask you this. So let's use an example.
Allegedly.
Let's say Clemson, and we talking in the 2026 season.
Okay.
Let's say Clemson and Miami are the 2 teams that get the automatic bids from the ACC.
Okay.
Right. Clemson is 10-2. Miami is 9-3.
Okay.
In the SEC, the last 2 teams to get in, let's say is LSU.
Okay.
Let's just say Ole Miss. Okay. LSU is 8-4. Ole Miss is 8-4. Okay. Now, the way that they be seeding these guys, most of the time, what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to give LSU a bump over Miami for strength of schedule.
Okay.
So if you were to go straight seeding, let's just say LSU was seeded number 11 or number 12, but they had Miami at number 13, 14. How do you straight seed that? Because technically, Miami has a better record, and Miami played in the championship game.
But see, if Miami would have played if Miami would have played in a championship game, I think they would be ranked higher.
No,
just my opinion.
If you going into the championship game, they're 9-3.
Okay.
Coming out, they're 9-4. Okay. LSU.
So you saying they lost in the championship?
They lost in the championship.
Okay.
So Clemson won that. LSU wins to get in, so they're not. Well, they would be the same. But at that particular time, before that, LSU was ranked below them. And so now, if you were to do straight seeding, how would that work? Basically, with LSU possibly having a better ranking than the team that just played in the ACC championship game.
No, I mean, I think you have I think you have an excellent point. It's just that I think with college football, man, I think you're just gonna have to get as close as you can to something normal, without being perfect. Because I don't think no way we go is gonna be perfect. I think you still gonna have, that's what I'm saying. So I think what I'm just saying is just, bro, this can just get it close as possible to something respectable. You still gonna be arguing, because if Auburn is at 14 and then Miami is at 12, my argument is gonna be, man, y'all not playing nobody. We playing people. We should be seated higher because we're in a tougher conference, man. It's gonna be that all day because the conference strength of schedule is inequitable across the board. So it's gonna always be arguments, and then you're gonna have people in other conferences saying, man, the SEC is overrated. Why do they get these spots? Why do they get 4 spots? They're overrated. We can beat them head to head. This team beat this team. With college football, until you get a scenario like King Richard said, when you're just playing straight up 2 conferences, everybody is playing just straight up football like NFL, we're gonna argue till, bro, we all lay down.
That's the problem with the rules, though. The makeup of it is set up as if it was just 2 conferences instead of saying we got 4 or 5 conferences right now. I mean, and the only way for it to happen that way is to get to 2 conferences. So eventually, I believe what King Richard, shout out to King Richard, I believe what he proposed about the 72 team, 36 team. I believe that more than likely is going to happen. So I mean, the rules are set up. It's set up that way. It's just I just don't understand it, man. I kind of understand. Like, I was watching Josh Pate. I want to say it was Thursday, and he brought up a good point, but normally nobody's gonna go back to this, but he brought a point of basically, bringing back the Pac-10, bringing back the Southwest Conference, and just having each conference have no more than 10 representatives, and then basically, having 4 independent schools, which I kind of agree with.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. And I really, I'm sorry for the other schools, but I just like the idea of a Big Ten SEC, bro, just branching off and having having 2 divisions with those schools, man. I just love that concept, man, and just play it like an NFL schedule, man, and that would be awesome. Huggy said the best part was I've known the OG members of the headline band for almost 20 years, and the special guest band is tight with a band from their city that I've known for 20 years. Man, that's what's up.
I low-key thought he said the special guest band was tight. I was like, what? I was like, wait a minute. I had to think but I was like, wait a minute, hold up.
Oh man. He says, no, Nick, this is about to be the best season time now. It's called the B-list season. Okay. No, DC keep asking me for an A-list. What you mean? No, I said alias. Alias. He thought I was saying A-list.
Yeah, not the A-list, the Legend of Sweet.
Now you have to decode my Southern broken English dialect. The Southern country broken English. Yeah, alias. You know what I'm saying? The Mr. Williams alias, man. Yeah, that Huggy. That's funny. Because I was like, why? What is it? Why are you not answering?
You're like, what is alias? I like that. That's okay.
Yeah, he said, I think that they need to change the playoff format. The number 1 seed needs to play the lower seed team throughout the playoffs. Being number 1 is something they earn from the regular season. I agree with that. And they might do that, depending on, they're talking about that too, man. Talking about that too. So it won't be any bye weeks, but I don't necessarily think that's fair, though. I think, you got to get an incentive to be the number 1 team. Didn't they say that the conference championship games will hinder the rankings other than if a team wins that were not in the top 12? Yes. Huggy says, oh, he got it. He said, look, if you look at the divisions I made, they are all regular region style layouts. Yes.
They are. He got division A, B, C, D for the SEC, and the same for the Big Ten. And they all are regional. Like they are regional.
That's awesome concept, man. Awesome concept. Me and Nick gonna take it and trademark it and make money off of it. He said that be the legend of Sweet Sugar Bear Williams. That's it. You heard me.
Hey, man. That's
what's up. Now that we got that, Nick, where can they find you, man?
Yeah, man. The Water Cooler Talk podcast. The Water Cooler Talk Sports. We are here on YouTube Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. As always, here we live. And follow us on Twitter at CoolestPod23. Follow us on Twitter at CoolestPod23. Follow us on Twitter at CoolestPod23. Following as much as we can. Follow us on Twitter at CoolestPod23. In the months coming up, the Water Cooler Talk sports is expanding. So be on the lookout for it. A lot of things are coming down the road for Water Cooler, man, and we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Go hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Like, subscribe, and all that, man. Alias, man. Alias. Go for it. And he said, I do follow, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I am DC Wolfman. You can find me at Auburn Addicts-TV. Auburn_Addicts on all platforms, man. Come on in, man. Y'all hit the subscribe, hit the like, man. Y'all follow us, and man, we will see y'all next week, man. Now, man, y'all tune in Wednesday, man. Tight will make his return since that beat down we put on Alabama in basketball. We have not seen this guy. You know what I'm saying? He went on vacation. I'm like, how did that happen? But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk to Tight and see why he went on vacation right after that game, man. That's, you know what I'm saying. Let me get these and I'm gonna get out of here. But remember, I have proof when it comes. Yeah, man. Oh man, we go trademark it and take all the money, King Richard, and then we go like erase your number out of our phone book.
No, not Nick. No.
Oh man, ratio fellas, the A-list thing is classic. Yeah, it is, man. LOL. He said, what time? DC 6 on Wednesday, man. 6 on Wednesday. Hopefully, we will get the return of Tight, so we can put these boots on his neck about the Alabama loss, man. We haven't been able to talk with him since the Alabama
never lost.
Hey man, we'll see y'all later, man. And War Eagle to you guys.